Hello, welcome to another episode of Gotta Start Somewhere Regulation F with Pokemon Showdown. Today we will be playing best of three with our team building team. Let's actually paste in our newest version. So we had some changes from our last episode, which I hope that you guys enjoyed watching, in which that I added Icy Wind to Fluttermane, and I also took out the taunt from Tornadus because a lot of Cresselia runs Mental Herb, so I can't stop Trick Room, and also the what's the other one? Farigiraf also didn't take that. Oh yeah, because of the Armatail. So with all that, it just wasn't very good. And indeed, with Psychic Surge doesn't affect me because I'm flying the Tornadoes, but it's against half the field, and it is more common to see hard Trick Room team with Porygon and Indeedee. I mean, it's more common to see Cresselia and Farigiraf as a hard Trick Room team, which I'm still struggling to fight because if you see this last one, this is a very hard Trick Room team where they were running both two Trick Room setters with the Cornerstone. When the Blood Moon, which actually really impacted because the Cornerstone was able to follow me and I couldn't kill the Porygon with one hit. So that's probably why I lost, and I couldn't get the Trick Room off. And also with the Sturdy, it is very difficult to kill the Cornerstone turn one as well. That I probably have to play around it. I do want to watch it later on my own time to see if there was anything that I could have done. Probably stalling a little bit with a little bit bulkier bring is what I would do, but then my team doesn't really run bulk. The bulkiest member that we have is the Ogerpon, which doesn't serve that well in stalling. But as always, if you enjoy watching my content, please consider subscribing, leaving a like, comment. Anything helps out immensely with my channel. We are going to start. Why are you doing this to me? Fine. Alright, so let's get started. Best of three as always. It is going to be Alolan Raichu. Okay, full switch. Choice Scarf, Alolan Raichu, Whimsicott, Overcloak, Loaded Dice, Dragonite has Fire Punch, Tailwind Encore Protect, Archaludon with Power Herb, and also Amoonguss Rocky Helmet and Chien-Pao Focus Sash. Why? Oh my god, I'm playing the wrong team. Hold on. Shoot, sorry. Wrong one. I really need to delete this. It keeps popping up for some reason. Sorry about that. That doesn't count. It's okay. Rank is important, but it's not very important. Alright, it is going to be a very natural balanced team. It's a little bit old balanced team. What's different is that it's running Mystic Water instead of Choice Scarf, and with the Aqua Jet, and also no high horsepower on the Rillaboom, Calm Mind Booster Energy, Raging Bolt, Sash as always, Life Orb as always, with the substitute. So with that in, I think the one that I always like to go is go Torn Glamora. Probably a little less bulky in this case because it's not the Assault Vest version. Flutter is good against Ursh. This is Water Ursh, so I can actually decide to run Ogerpon instead. And I'm going to... I need something against the Rilla is covered. Lando I want to cover for, but there's not much that I can cover with Lando. So Chimpao I want to fight, in which is going to be probably with Chiyu is okay. Let's run Ursh and see how it goes. Start from there. Chimpao Rillaboom. Like I said, this has that. Fake Out is probably coming the Tornado slot with the Ice Spinner probably, so I'm going to double protect here. Oh, Icicle Crash probably with the Fake Out. Icy Wind, so it's not a Fake Out, that's okay. Grassy Glide I will take. I am probably faster, I want to say. Bleak Windstorm and Meteor Beam. Okay, I did resist that. Bleak Windstorm. Oh, come on. Now he's down to Sash. I really wish Glamour. Wow. Well, I didn't think that would one hit KO me. Huh, interesting. Alright. Gonna play the Ursh. Faster. Bleak Windstorm. If you switch out, that is okay. I can kill almost anything. Actually, I want to detect first. Oh, Sucker Punch going into Torn slot. You gotta be kidding me, huh? Alright. Very unlucky. Now I want to Tailwind and Sucker Punch the Chimpao. That's okay. Oh, he's still faster? Oh no, that's terrible. Spiky Shield, Wicked Blow, Chimpao, but I think I lost this game. I need something else. Fairy Terra, Wicked Blow there. Dragon Pulse into that location. Mystic Water is there. He probably will decide to close combat. So let's just try to finish off the Raging Bolt. Never mind. Dragon Pulse will take this out. And Wicked Blow here. I hope I'm faster. Oh, I am faster. I have Tailwind. He could Aqua Jet my direction. Yeah. Okay, that's what he does. That's actually gone. Dragon Pulse, yep, takes it out. That's unlucky. Oh, and I still couldn't finish the Ursh. That's unfortunate. I want to... Ooh, he probably will bring the same lead, which is Rilla Chimpao. But then do I want to know that? You know what? I think it's gonna be okay for Ogerpon, and then I'm gonna play Flutter Mane. Let's see if this is better. It's a complete 180. from what I am bringing. If it works out, it's great. If it's not, and if he made some changes, that's also okay too. But I do need a way to fight against it. And then, okay, there's a Raging Bolt and Chimpao with Torn and Chiyu. I do want to Steel Terra here, I want to say. Yeah. And then Heat Wave. Okay, that brings it down to Sash. It did some damage. Icy Wind, that's still okay. Probably, oh, Dragon Pulse into this location, that's fine. I want to Bleak Wind Storm. I think I would die to Sucker Punch, so I want to change out into Ogerpon. Wellspring, yup, Sucker Punch would go into that location. At least now I'm able to take that out. That is a Calm Mind Raging Bolt. I should have, that's okay, is it? Fake Out is coming this way, so I'm gonna do this. He'll probably, no, let's say he's gonna do Wood Hammer into my location. Oh no, never mind, it's a Fake Out. Does he attack now? Or Calm Minds again? He might Calm Mind again. No, he doesn't. That shit works out in my favor. Gonna Bleak Wind Storm again to take out the Rillaboom, and Ivy Cudgel for the Raging Bolt. Even if he T-bolts, okay, at least Thunderclap isn't able to take that out. Okay, Raging Bolt dies. Fire Terra Rillaboom, huh? Ursh. And then Rilla. Fake Out is coming again. That's okay. I can take an Aqua Jet. I could probably take an Aqua Jet Grassy Glide. But, oh no, yeah, but I have to Moonblast here. Does it actually? Oh, it doesn't. Alright. Chiyu comes out. It can live that, right? And then I'm going to Dark Pulse? The Rilla? Oh, it probably takes it out. Bleak Wind. Oh, okay. Oof, that was tough. Alright, game 3. Now he's probably gonna want to switch things up a little bit again, but definitely the Chimpao is actually getting on my nerves. So I'll go Flutter, Ursh, and I'll have the Pawn in the back, and probably Glamora. Let's see if things are different when I mix it up. It's gonna be a lot of thinking to do afterwards, but that is okay. That's what this is for. Alright, so he does switch it up a little bit. It is going to be a Raging Bolt or Shifu. I don't need, probably Fairy Terra, Aqua Jet, Thunderbolt, Thunderclap I will lose to. So I'm gonna switch into Ogerpon, and then Close Combat Raging Bolt, because I would die to Aqua Jet, Thunderclap. Yep. Water Absorb, Thunderclap fails, Close Combat into Raging Bolt. And then now it is going to be Thunderbolt and surging strikes, or close combat into Ursh. Actually do this. Oh no, he switches out. Okay. Probably close combat into Ursh direction, right? Oh no, it's to Ogre Pawn. Oh. Okay. Now I have to follow me and close combat Rillaboom again. Even if it dies, that's okay. I would take the Ursh attack first. Okay, it is going to be instant. Follow me was for nothing. I don't think that takes it out either. Thunderclap is something that's okay. Spiky Shield, Wicked Blow onto the Raging Bolt. Okay, that gets resisted. Flare Blitz gets protected. Now I am probably going to follow me again. Incineroar will want to switch out into something else. So I'm gonna Wicked Blow into, oh, never mind. Alright, thanks for healing me. And Flare Blitz. That was an Aqua Jet? No, Surging Strike, okay. Rillaboom comes out. Now I want to switch out, but I don't want to switch out to any of these two. These actually are not so great. Is going to be close combat into this location for sure. Well, most likely. Grassy Glide should take it out, that's fine. Okay. And I will probably get one shot. That's okay. Maybe not. Now it is going to be Flutter, Glimmora. I am faster. Boom Blast for the Ursh, Sludge Bomb for the Rillaboom. I should have. It's okay. I will take the Aqua Jet here. And I will take the Meteor Beam into Ursh. No, I'll take the Aqua Jet. I'll do the Meteor Beam into the Raging Bolt. Let's take that out. Oh no, okay, you're Aqua Jetting this. Okay, that's smart. Okay. Alright, let's get. I don't think I can win after that. Okay. GG. Okay. A lot of learning, a lot of things to consider. We are going to consider each and every one of them very quickly. I'm glad that I was able to get a win out of it, but I definitely could have played much better. Okay, so let's get started into our first match, which is going to be that, according to this, he brought Chien-Pao Rillaboom as a lead. Okay, so that is something quite different from what I was expecting. Actually, no, I wasn't really expecting anything. I was just trying to put out what I am good against here. But Glimmora is great against Rillaboom. In a way, it has good offensive typing against the Rillaboom, but being a seeing that it died one shot to Woodhammer also doesn't seem that great. It wasn't a soft vest Rillaboom, right? Yeah, so knowing that it was an Assault Vest Rillaboom, that there was something that someone showed me for the calculator. I'm gonna take a look at it in a little while, but so Assault Vest Adamant 196. 196 Adamant Hammer, and had the grassy terrain against Glamora. It dies. If I was a little bit more bulky, I wouldn't have died to that, huh? So maybe some bulk is actually needed into the Glamora. And I could sacrifice some speed and then put it in bulk, or maybe some attack. But if I change this and I change it to Sludge Bomb with the Rillaboom 204 and 26, 28. 204 and 28. With that, well, field doesn't matter, and with this doesn't matter, and Sludge Bomb kills some of the time, but I can kill it. Well, no, it's still supposed to kill it if I'm all in. Oh no, but it has an Assault Vest, right? With an Assault Vest, it doesn't die. If I go here, it doesn't die. If I'm +1, I think I kill as Modest. Definitely considering changing this into Modest. I didn't think that Rillaboom was this much of a problem. So let me actually write down. Rillaboom, it can Oko Glamora with Woodhammer. And we are going to move on to next turn in a little bit, okay? So turn 1, I was expecting a fake out into Glamora and Icicle Crash into the Tornadus. That's why I double protected to at least stall a turn of fake out, but it ended up being Icy Wind into Rillaboom's Woodhammer, which is fine. It would have been nice if it was an Icicle Crash into the Glamora to break the sash with my Spiky Shield, but in here it is actually quite difficult to do that. Very tricky to break sash on Chien-Pao with my composition. If I had a bulkier Flutter Mane, that is a consideration. If I don't think anything else. I could have decided to double up on Torn and with Glamora. So it's actually in here. I did Terra Steel to take the Icicle Crash hit, and it missing here is probably what brought it. And missing Chien-Pao twice with Liquid Storm probably lost me the game. That's just unlucky, right? Because if it Chien-Pao died, it would been okay. I could also consider attacking Rillaboom here. Should have actually Liquid plus Sludge Bomb Rillaboom, because Rillaboom threatens KO on my Glamora, and as my team always is, it is very focused on Glamora and how to position my Glamora around the enemy, right? So there's that, and that is unfortunate. Brought out the Ursh. I don't know why I used Detect. I thought Bleak Windstorm would double KO here, at least to that advantage, but now knowing that I could have just attacked into Chien-Pao would have been fine. I just didn't want any odd attacks going into our Shifu with the Chien-Pao, which it actually being faster. Here Chien-Pao was faster than Urshifu. In which case, is it always faster? Chien-Pao is 135 and Urshifu is 97, so yeah, it is always faster because I am adamant, right? Even if I'm adamant full speed, any Chien-Pao is probably going to outspeed me. That is something to take note of for the future, especially when I go against the balanced teams in general. So with the Raging Bolt there, Sucker Punch doesn't do a lot of damage, Tailwind gets off, and now in here, I knew that, well, I know now that it is faster. I just didn't know then, but definitely for the future, it is always better to think that it is always going to be faster than my Urshifu. And Dragon Pulse ends up taking it out. Definitely should have Wicked Blow into the Chien-Pao, at least take it out of the equation. But could also decide to leave Chien-Pao and then go full on Raging Bolt. All out on Raging Bolt because it doesn't have that much attacks into my Urshifu. It can't really hit me that hard, even with the Icicle Crash or the Sucker Punch doesn't do that much damage. So it was definitely worth trying to put some damage onto my Raging Bolt is a thing. However, it is very difficult for me to damage the Raging Bolt once my Glamora dies, because my Earth Power doesn't do that much, and also with the Flutter Mane, if it just decides to Fairy Terra, there really isn't much I can hit with other than like a Shadow Ball into that location. There is that. Ogerpon is out as my last Pokemon, and Ogerpon and Urshifu doesn't do really that much against the enemy. Wicked Blow into Urshifu trying to take out the Chien-Pao, but like I said, it should have. But close combat is resisted, and Wicked Blow is resisted. I could have chosen to maybe Ivy Cudgel the Raging Bolt, but then these two are not very good when they're fighting against each other. Like a random Thunderbolt into this location would have killed my Ogerpon for sure. So that's game 1. In game 2, I did a little bit better. Because I won, of course. In here, I decided to change my lead, thinking that I wanted to get as much damage done as possible against the enemy in the beginning. So I think I ended up leading Torn Chiyu instead. So in here, yeah, I just went straight on offensive with the with my Chiyu, because without the Lando, my Chiyu has pretty good defensive typing against all of the Pokemon out there. And if it is Lando, I'd probably still switch to Ogerpon, and then if it was also the Urshifu, I also switched into Ogerpon, so I had something that I could switch out of if any of those two came out. So I end up just going full on Tailwind and Heat Wave. I did the Steel Terra for a Thunderbolt coming in my direction, and also the Icy Wind. So I think that was okay, but Dragon Pulse ends up doing a lot of damage to my Chiyu. So even Booster Energy, Raging Bolt does about 75% to GU with Dragon Pulse. So there's that. I switch out. I don't know why I switched out. Oh yeah, I switched out because it would have died to both the Sucker Punch and the Thunderclap. So Sucker Punch fails, Bleak Wind Storm goes off, and probably a Dragon Pulse into the Ogre. Oh, it decides to Calm Mind. Now in here, with the keep Calm Minding, I have one source of damage against it. I could decide to attack with Ursh again. I could also decide to attack with Ogerpon. Should have Spiky shielded here. I thought he was just gonna go straight for the Ogerpon with the Wood Hammer because he has been known to do that turn 1. Because when he sees an opportunity to attack, I thought he would, which he did not take this time. Dragon Pulse into the Torn with the Fake Out. And now here, Fire Terror, Rillaboom, Thunderclap doesn't kill. Ivy Culture also doesn't kill because it resisted, but it would have resisted either way, right? Whatever it is. Actually, I'm not sure if I should have just used Horn Leech. It is. Oof, what is going on there? Please go back to normal. Okay. Oh, yeah, water is 0.5. Grass is 0.5. So it actually doesn't matter what I decide to do. That's okay. Bleak Wind Storm does take out the Raging Bolt. U-turn takes out the Ogerpon. Now Urshifu comes out. Now I really don't have anything to defend against Urshifu, but I have an offensive against the Ursh, which ends up dying to Aqua Jet and Grassy Glide. If I protected, I wouldn't have taken the Grassy Glide, but I ended up being able to take up both with the Bleak Wind Storm. Grassy Glide takes out the Chiyu. Aqua Jet doesn't kill the Ursh, and I was able to KO them. That's fine. That is a win. Now the third game. I gotta figure out what I did wrong in here in order for me to lose this matchup. I wanted to just switch things up a little bit. I wanted to, because I thought he would switch it up. He wouldn't bring out the Chimpao. I wanted to bring out my other two offense against this. So I brought Flutter Mane and the Urshifu. This actually threatens a lot because I'm not bulky Flutter Mane. That I would have died to Thunderclap and Aqua Jet into this location. Have also Urshifu having the Aqua Jet is actually quite threatening here. So I switched out from what I believe, yeah, to take the Aqua Jet and then the Thunderclap. But my Ogerpon also, my Urshifu didn't really have that much attack into this. I could have chosen to go with Torn actually here, switch out to Torn. Did I even bring out the Torn? No, I didn't bring the Torn. If I have brought the Torn, I would have been able to follow me and then Bleak Wind Storm to take out the Ursh or whatever that he has back there, and also not take a hit from the Thunderclap. And if Ogerpon dies, that's kind of okay if I'm able to take out the Urshifu, right? So yeah. So Rillaboom comes out. Ghost to... I did Ghost Terra. I don't know why I did Ghost Terra. Oh, for the Fake Out, I think. And I think it Wood Hammers into that location. Raging Bolt comes out again. Incineroar comes out again. Did I? Oh yeah, follow me for no reason. Close combat doesn't kill -1. He keeps switching out a lot. And I thought Incineroar was switched out. Instead, it was a Raging Bolt that switched out. I could have definitely close combat into the Incineroar, and then switching out to like do like a follow me and then switch out into Flutter Mane as an option here. I did that a little bit too late, and this also not killing. I thought this would kill. Just not having a greatest damage calculation also hurt me. Surging Strike does heal me up, but Flare Blitz takes me down quite a bit. And in here, probably not able to take a Grassy Glide from there, which it would have been able to if it wasn't. And Urshifu didn't really do that much against this team. I should have decided to bring in the Torn instead of Urshifu. Doesn't do much damage into this composition, so it shouldn't have been brought in the first place. Okay. So I think that is pretty much it. I did lose my, after here there wasn't much I can do. Surging Strikes with me, very low defense, takes me out, and Flutter Mane by itself is unable to do anything. Glamora, so here, I guess it really depending on what he thought that I was more of a threat here. Definitely should have Earth Power Raging Bolt and also Moonblast Raging Bolt. That way I could at least take out one. I could also decide to Moonblast Urshifu and Earth Power Raging Bolt, or Meteor Beam Meteor Beam into Ursh, and should have both attacked here. I didn't realize, well, I thought that I was making the right call, but I ended up not doing that. If I protected here and then Moonblasted Raging Bolt instead, things would be a lot different. He did detect here. Why did I put Sludge Bomb here? Oh, because he switched out this turn. Okay, I wanted to attack the Rillaboom. Okay, so now from here, probably Earth Power. Yeah. If I did Sludge Bomb, it would be really bad. He does have a Steel Terra, so I should definitely take account of that. So Earth Power would have still killed in this instance, so definitely that is something that I should have done, or at least try to take out the Raging Bolt, right, with the Moonblast at least, and then throwing whatever attack shouldn't have protected the Flutter Mane. That was the wrong call that I made. Okay. Alright, and that is game. It was fun. As always, I think I like doing best of 3. It is a lot of thinking, a lot of headache, but I think all in all, it is definitely worth it. It is definitely the format that the people are trying to play. So learning the format, being better at it, definitely will help me out in the future. Okay, so thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you in the next battle.